أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. This is the bintu of Fatima. We are continuing Sūratul Fātihah. We stopped at Ayah 5 the other day. So inshallah we're going to take Ayah 6 today. So to explain the Tajweed rules that are in the Ayah, and you can follow by practicing it, learning your Tajweed rule if you didn't, or if you don't, or just make it better, if inshallah. And if you can even memorize, inshallah, following you can memorize. I know Fatiha everybody that almost know it, but we're going to go to Baqarah next surah, and so Fatiha you can maybe, some people pronounce it with every pronunciation. We memorized it a long time ago before we learn the letters and Tajweed rules, so we have to clean up, so we can use this time to clean up, inshallah. I start with dua. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Subhanaka Rabbi zidna ilma, Rabbi zidna ilma, Rabbi zidna ilma. Allahumma anfa'na bima 'allamtana wa 'allimna ma yanfa'una wa zidna ilma. Okay, Ayah 6. Inshallah, we have alif. The first letter is alif with hamzatul wasl. We talked about hamzatul wasl, that we have to join. Sometimes if we have to start, if it's in the middle, for example here ar-Rahman, here we have to create find a vowel, put a vowel on it, and it's followed by lam. If it's followed by lam, we automatically put fatha. I mentioned before that, but if it's not followed by lam, we have to count the third letter, and it connect if it's in between. If we're not starting with it, we have to join we join the ni with the ra, near. We're gonna join, so we're gonna disregard the alif and the ra, both. And so in this case here, we're starting with it again, but this time it's not followed by lam. Usually when you follow by lam, when it's followed by lam, we put fatha. So when it's not followed by lam, we look at the third letter here is counting for which is dal. So we start from the alif 1, 2, 3. So because dal is the third letter and it has a kasra, we would put kasra under the alif, because we have to read this sukun, the her sukun, and we cannot read this her sukun without a vowel before it, and there is no vowel. This is not a vowel. So the kasra and this her is a throat letter, is bottom part of the throat, and is deep. Is hamza, is from bottom throat also with the hamza, and then the her is deeper. If you say right, you will feel in your chest. If you say right, so it's not it's not ihdina or ihdina, or ihdina. Sorry, people that mistake that people, I'm trying to get people that mistake that people make. So it's deep, and it's not but the hamza kasra is right, not not ihdina, not ihdina, no air. So no air. If you're saying with air, you're saying it wrong. You're saying this one. You're saying the other letter, this one, this ha. So you make sure that you don't have air. You push the air in, inside, not from the outside. So swallow the air, not push it out, not bring it out. So push it down to your bottom throat. From the both of them are actually throat, but this is deeper. The her di na. We have di na. So if it was a if it was a fatha on the dal, we would have put kasra. Remember, when the only time based on this rule, we based on the hamzatul wasl is we put fatha is when the hamzatul wasl is followed by lam, we will put fatha. But if it's we can't tell letter, we will not put fatha. We will put kasra for kasra, and kasra again for fatha. For fatha, we will put kasra. For kasra, we will put kasra. For dhamma, if it was dhamma, we put dhamma. So in other words, kasra, fatha will be kasra. Dhamma will be dhamma. So ihdina. We have na, but we know when we have a shadda, which is a son letter, or if you don't understand no son letter, we know shadda we cannot read by itself. We have to connect with the closest vowel before, which is the the closest vowel is the fatha on the noon. So we know, so that means that we're going to disregard, and again joining this was some Hamzul wasl there, mean we're going to join this time around. We're not starting with the word, so we're not starting from it, so we're going to join now. So we're going to disregard this alif, and this lam. Nasui. And remember, sword is a whistling letter. I mentioned it before. Sword, za, sin. Your tip of your tongue is placed at the bottom teeth inside. It doesn't come out. It doesn't show. It's going to be at the bottom teeth inside. So nasui. Nas, and whistling sound. Let it whistling sounds of itself. So bis, nas. So they have whistling sound. You close your teeth too when you saying this letter. So you let this whistling sound stop itself. So we're gonna start flat and round because noun is flat, sword is round. So by the way, sword is the first round letter, original round letter we come across since we started with Fātihah. We have a ra and Allah. These are not originally round letters. The Allah, lam in Allahumma or Allahu, and the ra is there on condition. They are not originally round. They are because of Tajweed rule. But the original round letters that I've been mentioning they are here. I write them down. Kha, so, do, to, do, ghain, qaf. Kha, so, do, to, do, ghain, qaf. Kha, so, do, to, do, ghain, qaf. And these letters are around originally with fatha, kasra, dhamma. They're around all the time. Yeah. So, but for kha, for the kha and qaf, kha and qaf, when they have a nice, when they have a kasra followed by ya, you make them little rest round. Instead of saying qim, you do qim, not qim or khim or khi, but khi. So a little less round for those two letters when they have a kasra followed by ya. So we make the noun flat and start flat and end round because of the sword. Ihdina sirata tol. We have a to, another round letter, original round letter, to, right? To, tol. You start round, and again we have the joining hamza, which is Hamzatul wasl. We're gonna join from the to the lam, tol, and we're gonna disregard this meaning we skip it. And the lam, remember what rule does lam belong to? This lam sukun, because it has a sukun, that means it belongs to which rule. Think about it and say it in your mind before I say the answer. Tol, it's lan omar. Lam is one of the lan omar letters, so we're gonna hold that meaning. We're gonna hold the lam sukun for 1 second. You do tawassut. So siro, tol. The raw, I skipped that, forgot. The raw we have to treat it like a round letter. We have raw fatha in the past. We know that raw fatha or fathatin or dhamma or dhammatain. We treat them like a round letter, or kasra or kasratin. We treat it like a flat letter. So here is raw fatha. We're gonna treat it like a round letter also. We're gonna treat it like a round letter. So that's why I say siro, not. So don't say ihdina sira, say. Don't say si. Don't make this flat. Don't say ihdina nas, not nas, and not ihdina sira, not sira. But if you wanna like Tajweed rule is this one. If you change this, fake it flat, it won't change the meaning. You just make a Tajweed rule mistake. But it's very dangerous to change the round letters. These original round letters, you make them flat when they're round because they're originally round. It's not a Tajweed rule. You change them. You changing the meaning. So be very careful with them. Yeah, it's not a Tajweed rule. It's not round because based on Tajweed rule, they're original. That's their haq. That's the their origin. They are round. So you have to make them round. So ihdina si raw. We're gonna treat like round there. Raw to tol. Lam is flat. Tol. We hold it for 1 second. Start round and round flat. Tol We have a whistling sound. We're going to make a whistling sound. Mustaqim. We know we have a ya as mother ya, second to last letter. So because we stop and we're stopping, so we chose to do 4 straight 4 count. We have option 2, 4, 6. We chose 4 in the beginning, so we're going to continue with 4. So and then the whistling sound, let it stop itself. Mustaqim. Mustaqim. What again? What does this remind you? If it has a fatha here, we're stopping. That means that this fatha. What happened to this fatha? When we're stopping, the stopping rule is when we have fatha, kasra, dhamma, 2 kasra, 2 dhamma. They change to what? They change to what? Sukun. So that means that this fatha is going to change to sukun, and that makes it automatic what? When it's changed to sukun, that makes the meme what? One of lan omar letters, because meme sukun is what? One of lan omar letters. So we're gonna hold the meme sukun for 1 second. We're gonna change it to meme fatha to meme sukun, and we're gonna hold it for 1 second. So let me read it again. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. See, 4 counts. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. One more time. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.